until you surrender everything to Baba, to God, till then you cannot become a deity. That is why we offer. So that is the representation of the bow and the garland. You can't just become a garland just like that. It needs effort. So this is why Baba explains every secret on what we do. So there's just a lot of sound. So Baba says here, Baba explained the secrets. So Baba is telling, so whichever questions that we have in our mind, even sometimes the question that doesn't even come in our mind, Baba explains everything very thoroughly, every details, so that we can understand the secrets, the details, so that every effort that we do it with full understanding. We don't just have blind faith just like that, but only when we totally understand something, then it sticks to our heart, and then the faith is very deep. So Baba always asks the children to write the letter of faith first. So they write the letter of faith to Baba. One time, Baba said 108 times, you write a letter of faith to Baba. No, you don't just copy one letter and make it 108. So each that 108 letters should all be different. The wordings should be very different. So Dadi said, we 108 times we wrote this letter of faith. And when the Yagya service started, when the first building of service was built in India, Kamla Nagar, it was named as Kamla Nagar. So Baba sent this direction. Baba says, write this letter of faith from the children. So we wrote. And we wrote so many times. Every 4 to 6 months, Baba would say, okay, send Baba a letter of faith. So we used to write and send. Baba became a Vyakt. After that, Dadi said, everyone should still continue writing this letter of faith. So I had this question in my mind. When we've already had this recognition of Baba, we've given our life to Baba. So of course we would have done it with full faith. So I don't want to write this letter of faith. I've already written a lot. Now I won't write anymore. Of course, then Dadi's told to write this letter. I didn't write the letter. So I wanted to tell you the secrets of this. Why is it so important to write this letter of faith? To say that I have faith is easy. But Baba said, faithful intellect, children will have nischin, they're worry free. They're always worry free. They don't have any worries about anything because Baba is with them. Baba is their support and companion. And second is, whatever scenes that they see, everything is fixed. Everything is fixed and it's already happened before in the last cycle, and accordingly, it's happening now. So there's no surprise of any aspect of any scenes that they see. So these are the two signs of a faithful intellect, a faithful child. Worry free and very faithful intellect. This is fixed. Now you ask yourself, do I have this faith? Everyone have faith, but don't you sometimes have worries? Don't you sometimes when something happens suddenly, don't your mind starts wondering? This is why Baba says, in the end, only 108 children are the ones who have complete faith in the intellect. Not everyone become this. Very number wise. Only 100, eight XOR 108 souls who have complete faith in their intellect. Not everyone become that. So then Baba's Avyakt directions came later. But it was explained, and then I understood that I didn't write this letter of faith. So Baba has given me the answer to why I should write the letter of faith. And of course, there's a lot of Baba's Avyat Murlis and books that you can still read and hear. Baba said, sometimes such a big storm will come in your life, and that big storm, sometimes, like example, like the tower, the light, or it can destroy the roof, the house. There'll be a lot of chaos, a lot of damage. Sometimes animals will die. I was talking about the physical storm that happens in the world. But after some time, then there'll be halka. I mean, the big storm that has brought a lot of damage. Now the second storm will not be, that happens. It wouldn't create such a damage. It will just be like a light breeze. Suddenly, a big tree falls. Such a big, tall tree, very strong foundation tree. That drops, that falls. In such a big storm, this tree didn't fall, but in such a light breeze, wind, storm, that dropped, the tree dropped. Why? What is the reason? So I got an answer for this. In fact, when we see in big tufan, in big storm, the tree didn't fall, but in such a small wind, why did the tree fall? The reason is, Baba answered in such a very beautiful way. The big storm, the tree did shake in the big storm, but it didn't fall because the foundation was strong. But the trunk, the branches did shake, but such a light wind breeze. But because the tree was already shaken from the big storm, this tree finally falls when a breeze happens. So that is why it fell. Similarly, a lot of my children, very strong foundation, very strong, and such a powerful, strong souls. Sometimes suddenly some chaos, some issues happens in their house. But despite that, still they didn't miss their murli, yoga. Even if they have to come just for 5 minutes to the center, to the class, they would still come. That even if they lose their business, but still they didn't get upset, shaken. They still came to Baba's class center, and they became very cooperative in every service. Such a powerful soul. Now everyone everyone shared their experience. There are so many children of such that even diseases, um, loss that has happened in their life, but they never left Baba's hand, and they always followed Baba's directions. Always been a good support in Baba's service. But suddenly, these souls were such powerful souls. Suddenly, their husband uh, left body, or their son or their child decided to have their business somewhere else. Also, they have to move from one city from where they were staying, and then they have to leave to another city. So then the mother came to the center and said, "Oh, I have to move because my son wants to have a business in another city." So they came to the center and they told the sisters, "Oh, I have to leave." But everyone was not so happy because such a powerful, such a cooperative soul, they have to go and to the new city that they have to go. So the center sisters have sent a letter to that new center that our such a powerful, beautiful, cooperative soul is moving to that city. So please do take care of this soul, and make sure this soul is well. So like about 8 days later, the new center, the sister, they called to this old center sister and said, the mata that you were talking about, until now she didn't come to the center yet. So what happened to that mata? Why did that mata didn't go to the center after so many days? So this sister, the old center sister, called the mata and say, why you didn't go to the new center? Oh, see, there's so many things to pack. This I have to tidy up the house. So I didn't go yet. I will go later. So it's been like 10, 15 days. Still, she has not gone yet. So then the sister asked her, and the new center sister said, "Oh, your cooperative soul is still didn't come to the center yet." So this old center sister asked, "Why you didn't go?" So the mata said, "Oh, I wrote so many Murli points in my diary. I have not even practiced all those points. So I thought, let me just read the Murli points from my diary and let me try to practice it first. Then I will go to the center. So I don't have to go to the center now." So what happened? When in her life she experienced so many problems, that time she never stopped going to the center. But now just because she moved to another city, but she stopped going to the center, is all just because she has to set up the house. But then even then she said, "Oh, I can just read Murli from my diary." So what happened? Such a small tufan, such a small storm came and she was shaken. So this is what the example of the tree that Papa gave. That we she didn't give enough attention. So just because she moved to another city, So she, became callous in her discipline. So Baba says, don't say that you have faith in the intellect. A lot of conflicts will come, a lot of problems will come. And it does shake the mind. Worries do come. Some wasteful thoughts would come, and sometimes some thoughts, it will shake the intoxication that they have towards Gyan and towards Baba. So that is why check the faith of your intellect. And wherever you feel that there is weaknesses, check and change. Sometimes something will come, anything would come and shake your intellect, then you will not pass the exam. So even though now nobody is telling you to write this letter of faith, but it is our, let us take self initiative that 15 months, like 10, 15 months, every 15 months, write this letter. And keep a box, and then put your letter of faith into that box. It's okay even if you want to tear it off later, but definitely do write. When I was in Bombay with Baba, with Sakar Baba, class was going on. Baba stopped the class and Baba said, Lechu Didi who takes care of Baba, let you go to Baba's office. There's so many bundle of letters in Baba's office. Bring that letter to me. So she brought those letters. There was about 400 brothers and sisters that were sitting in the class listening to Baba, and they were all sitting down because those days there were no chairs, so they were sitting on the carpet. So Baba gave those the paper to everyone. Baba says, now everyone write this letter of faith. So even Brahma Baba wrote letter of faith to Shiv Baba. So whoever's letter was matching with Brahma Baba's letter of faith, they will get a prize. So everyone just, there's so many rooms, so everyone just you can spread out, go wherever you want. It's like a personal letter you're writing for Baba. Nobody should see each other's letter. And Brahma Baba also was writing his letter. After that, Baba took those letters from everyone, and then Baba checked, and in the evening, they found there was one Kumari whose letter of faith was a little bit similar with Brahma Baba's letter. All the others letters, they were not similar to what Brahma Baba wrote in his letter. So then Baba gave a prize to that Kumari. So what was that letter of faith? I never thought that I will have to share this story to all of you. So what did Baba wrote in his letter? This much I can tell, that I remember, because it's such a long time. This is such a long time story. So in that letter, it was written, every points that I, the soul, have full faith that the Supreme Soul, Parampita Paramatma, through Sakar Brahma Baba, is giving me this gyan. What I'm sharing with you, that the entire essence that she wrote, there was no full stop, there was no comma. Like how sometimes we don't understand. We don't understand some point, we don't give too much attention to it, let's just move on to the next point. But Baba Brahma Baba wrote the letter, every single points. There were no any um, doubt about any point that Shiv Baba shared. Every point that Shiv Baba shares, we need to have complete faith, even if it's about Mahabharat war. Anything that Baba shares, everything should be in the letter of faith. That means I have full faith that what Baba shares. So you also write your letter of faith, that there's all the points are written in my letter of faith. So there's no full stop, no comma. It's like a wave interconnected. So that was how Brahma Baba's letter was. Faith is such an important foundation, and if that foundation is strong and very deep, they are the ones who become very strong. Example, if you want to make a building and the foundation is not strong, the building will not be strong. So Baba says, give yourself the opportunity, check within you, in what aspect am I good, and in what aspect that I can be better. It's such an important thing. Nischin means worry free. Even if something small happens and then I start worrying, why did this happen, how did this happen, and then we console ourselves according to drama, or we try to understand ourselves. But even if once I get shaken by situation, so understand that the more and more the tree shakes, eventually it will fall. So any storm that will come then later will make us fall. So faithful intellect will always be victorious. Doubtful intellect will always fail. So this is what I wanted to share, because I remember, as I'm sharing right now, one time Jagdish Pai shared when I came to Papa. Jagdish Pai, I'm sure all of you know, he wrote so many books. When Jagdish Pai found out about this aspect that Shiv Baba has come on earth and is giving gyan, and it's just been few days since he took the course and started following gyan. Manmohani Didi was in Delhi at that time. So Didi told that's so the Jagdish Pai told the sister who was in charge of the center at that time that, please, can you tell Didi ji that to give me a letter of permission that I want to go to Madhuban and meet Papa. So Didi then said, no, he has not been long in this gyan. He needs to know all the disciplines, because he used to ask a lot of questions, because he was a scientist, very scholar, because he wanted to know everything. He used to take so much time from the sisters and asked a lot of questions. So Didi said, if he goes to Madhuban, then he'll start questioning Baba also. Then Baba will ask the teacher, who sent him here, because he needs to first understand everything. So Didi told the center sister that, tell him no, he can't. Jagdish Pai said, please let me go. I just want to meet God since he came on earth. Didi said, no, you can't. Jagdish Pai said, well, if there is any condition, then I will fulfill that condition. They said, but you just recently came. Jagdish Pai said, but I want to gallop. I will do whatever it needs, whatever it's needed for me to go to Madhuban. So Didi said, okay, 108 times you write your letter of faith for Papa. So Jagdish Pai was a principal of a teachers college, and the center that he used to go was far from that college. He has to take he has to take permission from his parents to go to the center because he was from Arya Samaj, and he has to write 108 letters and then give it to Didi, and then he'll get the permission to go to Madhuban. So he did. He wrote the letter and gave it to the letter, and the center sister was very happy and gave it to Didi. Then Didi calculated. It wasn't 108 letters. It's not 108 letters. So Jagdish Pai then said, "Oh, you have to read at the back also. Please read the same letter 4 times. If you read it 4 times, it will be 108." Didi said, "Oh, this is very cunning, very smart." So Jagdish Pai said, "I wanted to write 108, but I didn't have the time because my college also is very far. Then I have to get ready. Then I have to prepare parents. So I couldn't write 108 times." So, so the reason I'm sharing is give a lot of importance to writing this letter. We are moving on in this Brahmin life, but how deep is our faith? Then with some souls, where sometimes when you call them they come to the center, and then after some time they don't come, then you have to call them again, then they come to the center. Why? Because not everyone have that deep faith, because souls with faith, they are very strong internally, very strong foundation. So I had this once I had this thought, Baba, so many souls who were in a lot of bondage, especially well, lot of it were brothers, but there were also, I mean, a lot of it was sisters. There were some brothers too. Those bondage souls, they had to encounter a lot of problems. So in my mind, Baba, why not you just show a glimpse to these souls? uh, you know to the family who's giving a lot of bondage problem to these souls. Maybe the family then will understand, and they will then allow these souls to go to the center. I was in Bombay at that time. So Brahma Baba, used to go on service. So Baba called, there were three Kumaris. In the morning, two cars used to go, and however number of souls can sit in the car, uh, they would go. So what did I see? Baba was standing on one side, and in a distance, there was the brother. He was holding this, urn of water, and he was pouring for the sun, doing prayers to the sun. When Shiv Baba is himself, who is the son of knowledge, is giving gyan, and look at that soul who's thinking God is actually, who's thinking sun as the God, and is doing prayers to the sun. So then she told Baba, "Can I go and give gyan to that soul?" Baba used to send, Kumari's sisters to different places to share gyan. So, Baba, shall I go and give him gyan? Baba looked at me and Baba says, no, it's okay, leave it. So I left it. He was standing in a far distance. Baba is doing a puja. Okay, leave it, it's okay. But uh, again my attention was going to that brother. So 2 days have passed. Where that brother was standing and doing his puja. Once he put the pot of water down and he came running to Baba and he fell on Baba's feet, and Baba held him up and and hugged him, and that brother started just crying. Then Baba looked looked at his face, and Baba took his handkerchief and wiped his tears. He looked at Baba and then he left. Our time was up also. So then we also left that place. Baba told that child. So Baba then told me, go to that brother and ask him, why did you fall on Baba's feet and why did you have tears? And we all also were thinking, what happened? Why was he crying? Why did he fall on Baba's feet? Yes. So he said, long time I did puja for Vishnu. Today I had the glimpse of my Vishnu. When I got that glimpse, I felt so grateful and I fell on his feet. That happiness I had, tears. So then that brother said, just mute yourself, whoever is there. It's disrupting the class. So then the brother said, I don't need gyan. I just needed the glimpse. And I had that glimpse. Now I don't need anything else in my life. Why? Why did this happen? There is sound of water. Whoever is not muted, please check. It is very loud on this end. So when Baba saw him, he got the glimpse of Vishnu. Then he left. So we need to have full faith. Some souls they do believe Shiv Baba, but they don't really believe in Brahma Baba. Is this really that same Vishnu soul? Is this the soul, the same soul who is Vishnu in golden age and becoming same again? Now that same soul, even if these souls receive visions, they will just be happy with visions. They will not have that initiative to make effort. So I was thinking that if these family will receive visions, they will stop giving trouble to those souls who want to go to the center. But through visions, bondages do not end. So it is those fortunate souls who have deep faith in Baba, who have deep faith who is Sakar Baba and who is Shiv Baba, and how Shiv Baba through Brahma Baba is giving this gyan, and how even Sakar Brahma Baba imbibed this gyan and made his life, made that same equal effort, intense effort, and made his life. When we have this understanding, then we we can follow Brahma Baba's life, how he imbibed Shiv Baba's gyan. Because I used to see Brahma Baba and I used to feel how fortunate we are that Shiv Baba is meeting us and also teaching us and showing us to walk through the right path in life, and even giving us so much power and holding our hand to walk on this path. This is why we are very fortunate. That's why ask yourself, to have faith is not just to have the faith that Shiv Baba is teaching, but I need to have the faith that whatever Baba is teaching, that study is making my life very divine, very elevated at this time. Baba keeps telling that destruction is coming. So make intense effort now. Now is the only time you have to become divine. We don't, Baba used to say, we don't know if there is a next Diwali. So, right now, this moment, leave everything, focus on your efforts. When Shiv Baba gave vision to Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba told three things to Brahma Baba. One, vision of destruction, atomic war, natural calamities. But Shiv Baba didn't tell that how long it will take for this destruction to happen. He just said that destruction will happen and new world will come. And Baba keeps telling the same thing now too. Baba said the same thing when the last cycle too. But now we are seeing that the aspect of destruction that Baba used to say, all the visions that Sakar Baba also saw, such big buildings that would fall and the trees falling. At that time, there was not even such big buildings, but Brahma Baba saw the vision. And now when we see, practically we see such big buildings now. Shiv Baba didn't say, well, how long it's going to take for these facilities to appear. And even natural calamities, we're seeing it now, how gradually the earthquakes, how everything is happening very gradually and more so now. So that is why all of these are happening very suddenly and intensely for the new world to come. So to have faith means faith in every word that Baba says, every discipline, every shrimad that Baba says, having discipline on that. Some souls, they ask, oh, you keep telling destruction will happen, but when will it happen? So we say that we know it will take time for destruction to happen, but it also takes time for us to make the effort. All this corona that is happening, we're asking, well, how long will it take for everything to finish completely? So Baba says, have patience, it will take time. Now when all the children are ready, then the destruction will then happen in much an intense way. So all the facilities for the new world also has to be prepared. Baba has been telling from the beginning, this the new world is going, new world is coming. But then, preparation is also needed. And even at that time, there were no earthquakes. But now you see, it's all happening. And in front of our eyes, we see how the preparations for the new world is also happening. Destruction is also gradually everything is happening. So at that time, even though we didn't see much, but we had that faith that okay, Baba will never tell anything wrong. Now we see the manifestation of what Baba had said in the beginning. So, wherever all of you are sitting, but see, Baba have remembered all of you, and Baba chose you and brought you close. You know, so nowadays there are a lot of online children. Nowadays courses, classes are all given online. So when so some souls, nowadays you sit at home and you take the course, you take the classes online. So to whatever extent your faith, check within. So it is still Baba who gave the sustenance, even if it is through online. It's Baba who have sustained these souls. And Shiv Baba, when he spoke through Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba used to say that more and more children will come. At that time, we were such small numbers, but now see how many souls. Now even innocent mothers, they say, "Oh, I've done the course online." So in some send online, 100, 200 souls. They attend classes, they take courses. Now you see, service is expanding and happening so fast, so quick. Everyone is telling, I have done the course for 15 days, for 20 days. So in that 15 days, uh, the course happened for 15 days is to make the students very strong, foundation very strong. So when I see these students, they share such beautiful experiences. Even the online students are very powerful now. That the online students are much more powerful than those souls who have already taken the course physically. So all of you are very, very fortunate children. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Because in the end, Hansaben told me to share my experience. I don't know if I should share about my experience or talk about yoga. How to capture Baba's heart in our yoga. I will share this some other time. But today I shared the aspect about faith because I felt that was very important. So if you have any questions, if you want to ask anything, you can ask now. Anyone have any thoughts? Didi, I had a question. I have a question about yoga. How Baba used to teach yoga. He would sit in front of Baba. Baba would just sit in front of us and give us drishti. And I have the deep understanding, faith, that it is Shiv Baba who's giving us drishti through those eyes. And that power from Shiv Baba, that drishti, when I would sit in front of Baba, in this powerful yoga, Baba's drishti would capture me and take me beyond. But if I were to sit in front of Baba without any concentration, then I will not be able to capture Baba's drishti. Baba is there to give, but I also have to have full concentration to sit in front of Baba. I used to go, especially at 4, sit in front of Baba without any concentration. Then I will not be able to capture Baba's drishti. Baba is there to give, but so we used to think yoga means anytime you sit, you do yoga. Then lately, then Baba started about this 4 a.m. Amrit Vela. So when Baba used to sit 4 a.m., when we sit in front of Baba, we had that feeling that even the Baba was sitting in front of us, but we had this the feeling that there's such a bright light that's spreading all over Baba. It's like, the sun is spreading its rays all around. Those souls who are fully concentrated, according to how much concentrated you are towards Baba, they are the ones who are able to experience this. Not all souls, even if they're sitting in front of Baba, they experience this. Then after 10 minutes, Baba would stand up. And when Baba would stand, all the children would stand. Then, while standing, Baba, Brahma Baba was very tall. And Baba would give such drishti, like then it felt like a lighthouse is sending light. And Baba would give drishti to all the children. All of us would stand very silently. Baba used to give drishti about 7-8 minutes. And then Baba would go out. And all the children also would go out. Then Baba would stand by the stairs. Again, Baba would turn and look and give drishti to the children. So while we stand and walk and sit, how while moving around, while we sit and stand, we experience with Baba, we experience Baba's company. When Baba used to stand and give drishti, how should I explain? Such powerful, very loving scene. It's not that the race is just coming to you, but the entire room was just filled with Baba's energy. And then, as slowly Baba would walk, and all of us would follow Baba from behind, and then Baba would go up. There's one building called Minister's Cottage in Pandabavan. It's a slightly a little higher, and there's only one bulb. And Baba would stand on that higher ground, and then Baba would give us drishti. All the children, I don't think anyone would have not experienced that, but everyone had some experiences. Whoever, definitely, even a little bit, they would have experienced Baba's drishti until 4:45. That's how the Amritvela started. Now, I would understand that Baba wanted to give us the experience that whilst moving around, experience Baba. Then after that, we had to practice that throughout the whole day. And it felt like, as if Baba is giving me light. I'm feeling Baba's energy. And I'm like, fully like a capsuled, covered by Baba's energy. So that was the answer to the question. Now there's another question is, we just came very late, like just 6-7 months. We've never experienced Baba. So how do I increase the concentration power in me? So it's not that you have to just sit and just watch Baba and look at Baba. As much as there is love in your relationship with Baba, when I keep Baba as my true companion, as Baba and only Baba, as much as my relationship with Baba has becomes very strong, automatically concentration, stability increases. It's not that I have to sit and I am a soul, Baba is a soul, I have to keep looking at Baba. But it's a very natural relationship, when the relationship has a lot of love, concentration, attention automatically gets pulled. Now Baba is coming in front of us. That's another name for love is faith. Do I have that much faith with Baba? And love is not such a small thing. Love is, you don't try to love someone, love happens on its own. And love becomes very deep. Then the relationship becomes very powerful. I am love, I am peace. When I go into that state of mind, into my own form, then it's very easy. My relationship with Baba becomes stronger, and concentration is such will become such an easy thing, natural thing. To attain Baba, to experience Baba, and to experience the attainments in my life because of Baba, all of these will automatically bring love within you, appreciation within you towards Baba. The more and more you start understanding yourself, the more and more you'll become closer to Baba. Everyone else have to do so much work. I don't have any work. My job is just to sit and share here, so I wouldn't want to take everybody's time. She didn't spotlight, I think. Whenever I try to there's another question this brother is asking. Whenever I try to concentrate, so many waste thoughts come, especially when I sit down. A lot of thoughts about the past, lot of thoughts actually come. What is happening at that time? See, these thoughts, it's an old habit, old sanskaras of the soul, to think about this, to think about that. The soul did not have the experience of being stable. So I have to change thoughts through thoughts. So whenever these thoughts come, that time you substitute that thought with another thought that, Baba, you are you're giving me such a powerful knowledge that never in my thoughts, never in my dreams that I will be taught by God. And then remember very good points from Gyan, and then go into the depth of these points, that through churning, contemplating on these points, that the churning then eventually will substitute your waste thoughts. That is how you change thoughts using thoughts itself. You're not suppressing your waste thoughts or your feelings, but you're just substituting it. Again and again, you're bringing your attention to Baba. Again and again, you're bringing your attention to your sense of belonging to Baba, your attainments. Baba, I experienced this from you. Baba, how you made me like this. You made me worthy. And do share your feelings, whatever thoughts that you're having, share it with Baba. Now, let me share my own experience. That whenever I think, automatically my thought reaches Baba. Now, I don't want to take your time now. This much I wanted to share, that change thoughts using thoughts. Start thinking about elevated thoughts. Your empty mind is like a devil's workshop. It will always start thinking about past. So that is why consciously give your mind good thoughts, good points to think about. So give such beautiful thoughts of what I have attained. then your connection, your concentration to Baba will become very powerful and strong. So this is Hansaben from Sacramento, from LA, from San Francisco, from Sacramento. All the souls have joined, and there's a separate translation happening in English. So Chandruben is here with us. So thank you so much, Didi. Oh, there's another sister, Aditya Didi, who did the promotion about this class. So thank you to her. So Chandru Didi is here. I heard the class. I had so much fun. You're like the river of knowledge. Knowledge just flows from your mouth and your experiences. Even if it's through online service, it is serving everyone. Everyone is getting understanding. So online have broken boundaries or borders. All of us can meet and hear this knowledge or this your wisdom. Everyone, I'm sure, must have taken benefit from this class. So next time we will have class about yoga. Is everything okay in Delhi? Right now, Chakradhari Didi is in Delhi. How Baba, or how Baba brought all of us together as a one family. Also, Chakradhari Didi, because her background is a history hall. Oh, actually, so Chakradhari Didi is not in Delhi. She's actually in Madhuban right now. I just reached Madhuban today morning from Delhi. Geeta Ben is also telling hello. Om Shanti Didi. Now we don't have to physically come and travel anywhere. Just through online, we are there within seconds. And Papa is so wonderful. Look at Baba's miracle. Okay, thank you so much to all of you who have created this. Now we will play one song and we will all remember Baba. We will have another session with you specifically for you to share about yoga, about meditation. Everyone, wave your hand to thank you, Didi. Didi, seeing all of you.
Thank you.
From the English class also, everyone are telling thank you to Didi. So I just informed Didi that all the souls from the English class also are telling thank you to you. So we are going to hear a song and Didi will give us Trishti. Okay, I used to that. Dadi's telling Om Shanti to everyone, and Didi just left. Om Shanti.